Good evening, everyone. We're about to get started. Please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, NJSA 10:4-6, adequate notification of this meeting has been provided by advertising in the record and posting notice in the Board of Education Administration Building and filing notice with the city clerk. I hereby call to order the regular public meeting on Wednesday, June 18th, 2025, in the Hackensack High School Auditorium at 6:17 p.m. Ms. Agastra, can you please do a roll call?
Yes. Miss Alston Balaputra,
Present.
Miss Amar Hamza,
Present.
Mr. Carl,
Present.
Miss Gilmore,
Here.
Mr. Martin,
Present.
Miss Pringle,
Present.
Miss Harris,
Present.
Mr. Stein.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, we have a special presentation, which we had stated in January that for the beginning of our reorganization meeting, we would have the Hackensack High School Chorus come out and sing the alma mater. And at the end of the school year, we also wanted for the chorus to come out and sing the alma mater again for our students who are graduating. So please join us in singing Old Hackensack. Yes, please stand.
Thank you. Strong to lift thy banner up. Each and everything we do. And the way we bring up to thy altar. Trophies from football field and track. We'll mingle many hearts and voices in praise of Hackensack.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Thank you, Ms. Plotty and the Hackensack High School Chorus. Okay, at this time, we now have the presentations of the New Jersey Seal of Biliteracy presented by our director, Mrs. Marcela Moncloa.
Thank you. Hackensack Board of Education President, Mrs. Harris, and Board Trustees. My name is Marcela Moncloa. I'm the beaming director tonight of Multilingual and World Language Education. Thank you for allowing us this opportunity to acknowledge this year's recipients of the New Jersey State Seal of Biliteracy in the Hackensack Public Schools. The New Jersey State Seal of Biliteracy is an award given by the New Jersey Department of Education in recognition of students who have attained proficiency in at least one language in addition to English by high school graduation. And the New Jersey Department of Education established the seal in 2016, and Hackensack has been participating for that long. And it's established to help students recognize the value and benefits of bilingualism, including cultural understanding and social acceptance, so important at this time in our lives. This honor is designated on a student's high school diploma and identifies graduates who have prioritized the study of other languages and cultures. In this day of proliferation of AI, the commodity of human-to-human communication is ever valuable. The act of one human being saying, your culture is important enough to me that I'm going to learn your language. I'm going to travel to your part of the world, and I'm going to become a card-carrying member of your community. That's a powerful step in bridging people together across differences and in eradicating some of the deep divisions that exist in our world today. En el 2016, el Estado de Nueva Jersey firmó la ley de implementación del sello de bilingüismo como un reconocimiento para estudiantes que se gradúan, demostrando competencia en más de un idioma. Este honor se le otorga en el diploma del alumno e identifica a los graduados que han priorizado el estudio de otros idiomas y culturas. En estos tiempos de la I can't say it in two languages. Give me a second. Proliferación de la inteligencia artificial, la comunicación entre personas es un recurso valioso. Al estudiar y hablar un segundo idioma, declaramos que la cultura extranjera es importante, que viajar a otras regiones del mundo es importante, que formar parte de otras culturas es importante. Este viaje lingüístico tiene la capacidad de unir a las personas a través de las diferencias y erradicar algunas de las profundas divisiones que existen en el mundo. At this time, we'd like to acknowledge and also congratulate our two advanced placement teachers of Spanish and Italian language and culture, Mrs. Soraya Gonzalez and Mrs. Carelia Tejada, as well as our multilingual supervisor, Ms. Angelina Martinez, who opened up opportunities this year for even more students to acquire the seal. On Friday, June 6th, we celebrated these students in a special breakfast for them. We gave them the state seal because the state gives them a certificate. We gave them their medal, their pin, and their graduation cord. But tonight, we wanted to do it in front of you. We want to present them with our Hackensack certificate to show them publicly how proud we are of these achievements. So please join us in acknowledging the student who has earned the State Seal of Biliteracy in English and Italian. Tanti auguri per la studentessa che ha ottenuto il sigillo di bilinguismo in inglese e italiano, Camila Rodriguez. Is she here tonight? And now please join us in acknowledging the students who have earned the state seal in Spanish and English. Ahora vamos a felicitar a los estudiantes que han ganado el sello en español e inglés. Hay muchos. There's quite a few. There's 35. Michael Carrillo, here. Margarita Castro. Jocelyn Cordova Castillo. Jennifer Ganan. Rudy Gonzalez Calicio and Jerry Huartan, Samantha Hector, Ashley Herrera Cortez, Elwin Jigisupa, Eric Ludisaca. I'm gonna just say the names and just give you a little break from the applause, and then we'll give them one big round at the end. Joscaire Marte. I'll clap. John Matute. Brian Melara Mira. Alan Morales. Kayla Ochoa. Diana Ortega. Gabriele Palacio. Karen Patino. Diego Pérez Quiroz, Samantha Quito, Karina Ramirez, Yvette Rojas Benitez, Iván Rojas Benitez, Kaylee Romero Angamarca, Isabela Saldarriaga Ramírez, Erica Tenesaca, Marcelo Tenesaca, Fernanda Vázquez, Andrea Yascaribay Lema, Jennifer Yunganaula Ortega, and Karen Celada. If any of you are in the audience, please come join us. David, there. Can you join us here and then we'll take a picture? Thank you. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Okay, so at this time, we are now going to continue on with board vacancy interviews. So that the public is aware, there were only 2 applicants that submitted for the board vacancy. The board vacancy is until our next reorg, which is January 6th, January 7th. And unfortunately, out of the 2 applicants, 1 withdrew their application on Monday this week. So our 2 applicants were Rosie Garvin and Michael Jones, and Rosie Garvin had withdrew her application. So at this time, I would like for Michael Jones to please come up to the podium, please.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Michael. So the way this works, we have 3 trustees that are going to ask you 3 questions. Those 3 questions were already sent to you by our
Got it.
board secretary. And we are going to begin the first question with Mrs. Trustee Austin Balaputra.
Good evening.
I'm sorry, Trustee, make sure that you're speaking into the mic. Tell us about yourself.
Test.
I can hear you.
Thank you. Tell us about yourself and why do you want to serve on the school board?
Right, so my name is Mike Jones. I've lived in Hackensack for the past 22 years. I have 3 children in school in town. Actually, I have a 15-year-old in 9th grade. I have my 11-year-old in 6th grade at the middle school, and I have a 1.5-year-old that will soon be in the school system. So they were all raised in Hackensack. So I've invested in the school, obviously. And I just feel, I saw that a vacancy opened up and I thought maybe I could help out. I do have some experience volunteering in town. I've coached Little League. I served on the zoning board for the past 12 years. So I've always kind of liked being involved. I love the city of Hackensack. This is my home. I'm not going anywhere. I built my business here. I own Hackensack Brewing, and we've always kind of supported the kids in general. We've done a lot of fundraisers for all the different sports, stuff for the library. There's probably not a tricky tray for 30 miles that we don't have a gift basket in. But we've always, with my kids being in the school system, I've gotten a chance to meet a lot of people in school, and there's a lot of great teachers and a lot of great people that we've met. And really, if I can be involved and I can help I always feel like it's my duty to serve. So that's it.
Thank you. Second question will come from trustee Gilmore.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
Good.
My question is, what perspective will you bring to this board?
Well, obviously, having kids are in school again, not to bring that up again, but having kids that are in school, I see it from that angle. So I see it as a parent. I see a lot of things in this town as a local business owner. I opened my business I worked at the hospital for 19 years also. I was at Hackensack Hospital from 97 to 2016. So I've seen a lot in my roles in healthcare, but as a small business owner, I think I've learned a lot. I opened my business in 2019 and then this global pandemic hit. So it kind of immediately hit me with a bunch of challenges. I got to be honest, I didn't really know what I was doing when I started. And now it's like I had to navigate through kind of some of the craziest ground that I could get through. And it caused me to be creative. I had to do things to raise money. We had to get creative and think outside of the box. I had to apply for a lot of different grants. A lot of things became available at that time. And listen, as a guy that started brewing beer, 15 years ago, that didn't really qualify me for figuring that stuff out. So I had to learn a lot of stuff on the fly. So there was a lot of pivoting and, but I learned a great deal in that time, So I think, my experience as a business owner in town, as well as a resident in town, being on the zoning board as well, kind of gave me a glimpse into a lot of the way that the city works, for better and for worse. We can always get better. But it's I think that kind of those three things and I mean honestly I love the city. So it's if I can serve, I would love to. Like I said, I don't mean to not to sound corny. But I saw a position open. If I could help out, I would love to.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Third question from trustee Pringle.
Hi, Mike.
Good evening.
Do you understand the time commitment required?
I believe so, yeah. I know it is monthly meetings, and I'm sure that there's probably subcommittees as well. Also, any research that you have to do at home on your personal time. I mean, I'm on the zoning board, so I mean, we spend a lot of time researching projects that come in front of us. You got to look at everything from a lot of angles. So yes, I do understand that there's a lot of time. I think what helps is because I have my own business, I do have some flexibility. I don't have, well, let me back that up. I don't have a 9 to 5. It's more like a 24-hour thing, but I have flexibility in where I can spend that time. So I do understand that it is there is obviously time that needs to be spent on it, and I'm prepared for that. I mean, that's something it's important. I mean, it's our kids, so I'm aware of this time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, excellent. So at this time, we'll
All
have
right.
you go ahead and have a seat.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
your time. Thank you.
Appreciate it. So even though he is still the only candidate, we still have to go through just a quick discussion, go through the motion, and then we'll do a roll call. So any discussions, anything anyone would like to say or add?
I'll just start off and say, looking forward to working with you, Mike, and welcome aboard.
Anybody else? Okay, so at this time, if someone can bring forth a motion.
I'd like to make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Martin, second by trustee Carroll. All right, so let's, Ms. Agostra, can you please do a roll call?
Miss Alston Balaputra,
Yeah.
Miss Emer Hamza,
Yes.
Mr. Carl,
Yes.
Miss Gilmore,
Yes.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Miss Pringle,
Yes.
Miss Harris,
Yes,
Mr. Stein.
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you. Congratulations, Mike Jones. You are now our next board member. Our board attorney just notified that Ms. Agostra, our board secretary, will contact you to get your information, give you information about fingerprints, background check, and then your appointment will happen on July 24th. Yes, I think 23rd or 24th. Okay, thank you, congratulations. Okay, so at this point, we do not have a student report, but I do want to thank Shanika Thomas, who was our student representative for the full year. She did an amazing job. I know she's very busy with the end of the school year activities, so good luck to her and good luck to the rest of the students getting ready for graduation. Be it resolved that the Hackensack Board of Education determines it necessary to meet an executive session on Wednesday, June 18th to discuss legal, personnel, student-related matters, HIB reports, negotiations, and other confidential matters, and be it further resolved that these matters will be made public when the need for confidentiality no longer exists. Can I have a motion to go into executive, please?
I'll offer.
Okay, motion by trustee
A second.
Hamza. Can I have a second?
A second.
Second by trustee Gilmore. All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, so just so the public is aware, it is 6:37. We should be back in about an hour, so give it about 7:40, okay? Thank you.
So where we going? Class? Yeah, that class. Remember those days.